everybody, this is Gwenno Dafydd, the alternative BBC bathroom broadcasting coach. It is session 13. We have been in lockdown for nearly 2 weeks, and today's session on the 4th of April is humour. Yesterday we had a little look at role models, and I sort of planted the seed at the end that we were going to talk about humour today, because humour has played an enormous role in my life. I've always loved having a laugh. And that was, it started an awful long time ago, really. When I was a kid, I used to love making people laugh. There was something about it that I loved. And I've been trying to make people laugh ever since. And when I was in college, I always had the funny roles. When I was studying drama, because nobody else wanted them. And in my professional life as a performer, I've had some really great funny roles as well. I love humour. And when I started working and changing direction in my mid-30s, because there wasn't much work available for female performers, I did a master's degree. And as part of that master's degree, I had to do a thesis looking at women working in a non-traditional role. And of course, my passion being comedy, I wanted to know why there weren't that many women working in stand-up comedy, which led me to writing this book. It was a labour of love, took me 20 years. But anyway, let's go back to funny things. People who inspire me. Well, Joan Rivers was obviously one of the first people when I was growing up. We had one of those black and white television sets in about 1964, something like that, where everybody used to run behind the sofa and scream when Doctor Who was on. And then soon after that, we started having sort of stuff from America, and there was Mary Tyler Moore and Joan Rivers and I Love Lucy. And then from then, I suppose we progressed to having British television and stuff that made me laugh there. Morecambe and Wise was amazing. The Two Ronnies, of course. Then there was the Carry On films, Benny Hill. Just to let you know that the background of humour. Humour has been in our lives forever, in fact. And in Greek times, the philosophers then, people like Aristotle and Plato, actually identified the superiority theory. There's three theories: superiority, the release, and then there's incongruity. So the superiority is where one person is on a higher level than the other and gives them a good kicking, and that was what all of the racist and sexist humour was all about, and homophobia. I don't particularly like that sort of humour unless it's addressed towards people like Trump and Boris. And then I do find it funny for some strange reason. Anyway, you've got also incongruity, and that is not quite linking into our reality. It's sort of, you just look at it and you think, that's not how things should be. And that is quite funny. And then you've got the one that actually, which is seeming to do the rounds at the moment, which is the release theory. And the release theory is basically when we're in stressful situations, we will often make a joke of it. So that's dark humour, that's Undertaker humour, Doctor humour, all sorts of things that are trying to enable us to deal with the situations where we've been put. And basically, I have to say that over the last 2 weeks, there are two groups that I'm involved with that have really made me feel that I'm able to cope with things. And they are the Titan Tigers, hi, and also my jazz gang. And these people have been sending me funny videos every single day. And they do lift my spirits, and they do make me feel all is okay with the world at the moment. And although we're all in lockdown, we can have a laugh, and that is the release. And I have started a group on Facebook, which is in Welsh, it's called Codi Calon Covidis, raising an anxiety-filled COVID heart, or something similar to that. It doesn't work in English. Anyway, it's called Having a Laugh in English, and you're very welcome to join. I stick whatever I can up there. So long as they're not sexist, racist, or homophobic, or filled with hatred towards anybody apart from Boris and Trump, and I think they're fair game, really. So tomorrow, it's going to be Palm Sunday. In Welsh, we call it Syl y Blodau, and people usually go to the graves to put flowers on the graves. It's a very difficult time now. So I'm going to be looking at memories and grief and how we can cope with this challenging time. Just two things really. I just want to say that all the videos that I've been doing ever since I began are on my YouTube, Gwenno Dafydd YouTube channel. They're all under Bathroom Broadcasting Coach, the alternative BBC. They're in a daily progression. So day one will be the first one I did, and they've got their subjects on them. So go and have a rummage, share them with your friends. You know, basically it keeps me sane. It makes me feel as if I've got a purpose every day. And the other thing I will do is give my book a plug again. So essentially it is available on Amazon, and you can buy it as a Kindle. So keep cool.